What is up, car addicts? In this video, we're talking about this week's Double Money Event Week, as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for June 4th through June 10th, 2020. The current casino podium is the Ubermacht SC1. This car is in the supercars class and is primarily based on the BMW M1 concept, mixed with the BMW i8. It released about 2.5 years ago with the Doomsday Heist update, and normally cost about $1.6 million. This car is not very good performance-wise. Again, keep in mind it's in the supercars class, where we have crazy, ridiculous vehicles, and the looks of this car are very subjective on top of that. This car is mainly a garage queen in my opinion. So for those of you that maybe have the SC1 and are angry about it being on the podium, you can still take the one you originally bought and sell it for over $1.1 million. Again, please note that what you get for the vehicle depends on what you paid for it. So, is the SC1 worth attempting to win from the podium? Honestly, I would only try to win it if you really truly like the looks of it. Again, this car is pretty useless performance-wise, and it's very slow compared to most supercars. Alright, so to start off with the property discounts, we have 50% off the arcades, and we have 50% off the facilities as well. These discounts are very good. Definitely consider getting one or both of these properties, as the arcades allow you to host a casino heist, and then remember that the facilities allow you to host the Doomsday Heist, including the Bogdan Heist, hint hint. Anyways, moving along to the vehicle discounts, we have 40% off the Ocelot Swinger. This Sports Classics car is not very good performance-wise. It does suffer from the slow handling flags. If you're looking for a good Sports Classics car, the Turismo Classic is still a better deal in my opinion. Moving on to the Sever San Andreas website, we have 40% off the Car 4x4. This off-road class truck is obviously based on the Ford Raptor. It's a very good truck and actually has decent performance. The only issue I really see with it is its low front end hitbox, which is really annoying as it gets caught on things when you're going off-roading. I'm sure many of you have been off-roading with a 4x4 and it gets caught on something from the front end. That's that low hitbox. It's really annoying sometimes, but other than that, it's a pretty good deal and a good truck all around. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 40% off the MOC. I'm sure most of you have an MOC already, but if you don't, now is the best time to purchase one. Keep in mind that you need to own a bunker in order to purchase it. Next up, we have 40% off the Rogue. This plane is pretty cool, it has a good bit of customization, and is actually pretty decent for dogfighting as well. I personally prefer to use the Pyro or the Laser for dogfighting, but again, it's all personal preference. Also, keep in mind that you need to own a hangar in order to purchase the Rogue. And lastly, we have 40% off the Ardent. This car is in the Sports Classics class, but sadly cannot be used in races, which is really unfortunate, as it would actually be decently usable in the class against the top vehicles. I actually like the looks of the Ardent once you get a decent set of wheels on there and a good paint job combination, but again, there's no real use for this in GTA other than looking pretty in your garage, because you can't use it for races. You can't really use it in free mode that much because it doesn't have armor. Again, mainly just a garage queen. And that's it for vehicle discounts. The discounts have sort of gone back to the average of 5 per week, which is not bad, but I think the 2 property discounts on the arcade and the facilities definitely makes up for it. Moving on to the double money stuff, we have double money in RP on special vehicle stunt races, including the Blazer Aqua, the Luxo, Rocket Voltic, Ruiner 2000, Stromberg, and the Thruster. These are actually a ton of fun and can pay out over $100,000 with a full lobby of players and a higher amount of laps. And lastly, you would think they would have given us double money on the casino heist, but for some reason I guess they're teasing us. They give us double RP on the casino heist, which is kind of a joke. I don't understand, Rockstar, why'd you do that? That makes no sense. They could have easily given us double money for the casino heist if they really felt like it, but they didn't, so that really sucks. Moving on to the Twitch Prime discounts for Twitch Prime members only. I'll leave instructions in the pinned comment on how to become a Twitch Prime member if you aren't one already. So we have 80% off the RE7B. This supercar used to be somewhat competitive on some tracks with tight corners, but the S80RR is just a lot better of an alternative for those particular racetracks. And lastly, we have 70% off the Infernus Classic. This car cannot compete that well with the top cars in its class, but it's still a good looking car and has decent customization. Again, these 2 discounts are for Twitch Prime members only. And lastly, of course, we have the Arsa Bandito time trial, which is Cemetery. This week's normal time trial is Calafia Way. I highly recommend the Shotaro. Hakachu Drag, or the Batty 801 for that time trial. And this week's premium race is a Supercar Race Congestion Charge. I highly recommend the Divest 8, Emerus, or Krieger for that race. That race is all about slipstream strategy, and the Divest 8 in particular will give you the highest chance of winning in my opinion because of its higher top speed. Anyways guys, hope this was helpful. This event week is not that great in my opinion, but at least in terms of property discounts it's pretty decent. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.